Well, hello everybody. My name is Cameron White. I am predominantly a sculptor, but my background kind of extends into painting, poetry, performance art. I literally can't choose. So this is mostly why I tend to gravitate towards performance, because I feel like that's a medium where you can incorporate all of those different little mediums into a bigger broadcasting of them all. So with this piece, I was really channeling all of those things together. This is movement in verity. In verity is Latin for in green. With my work, I tend to focus a lot on the sort of archival research behind work. This piece was really just an opportunity for me to explore the physical presence of body and how that is then portrayed through time into in different iterations. So with video and this sort of podium that I made out of concrete, I feel like those represent two different eras of power for visibility. The podium is this like ancient creation that we use to raise up something to make it seem more important and give it status. And nowadays, the same thing is basically done with video and platforms. And so this was like a marrying of the two. And so I wanted to kind of describe what the feeling of being Black and queer is like through those ages and have them converge in that way. This vessel is a complete, really slow build. It is actually not ceramic or metal or anything. It's wire on the inside and then built on top with paper mache, then plaster, and then on top spackle and paint. So I really like to show the labor that goes into making sculptural art. And that's why I think I really honed in on the imagery of the vessel on the head, because it's this universal symbol of labor. It is used to carry things and make it, make your labor easier. And I think that's something that is synonymous with a lot of historical Black culture. And so I was just taking all of these little symbols and synthesizing them into a video format that I could show the constriction that I feel as a Black and queer person, and the labor that goes into not necessarily physical labor, but emotional labor. I focus a lot on the somatic experience of the body, so emotional resonance and physical feeling. And that's why coating myself in terracotta clay and slowly having that become green so that I feel as if I am an extension of the labor and the pressure that is on my head. So with this, I really wanted to think about the relationship between my body and the two objects that I have. And with this, the concrete sort of presses up, and the vessel, it's not necessarily heavy because it's a hollow object, but there is a really intense balancing that has to happen. So my spine has to be completely aligned as not to tip and turn and basically throw off the elegance of the performance. That sort of elegance is often seen in Black and queer joy and stuff like that as something that is effortless, but I wanted to reiterate the work and the labor that goes into it. So, yeah. Thank you. Any questions? Yes. Yeah.
I have a question. I think that we absolutely benefited from seeing all three.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how you would have felt about just showing the vessel versus the inclusion of all of them?
I feel like with performance work, like I really love the way that this exists in three different spaces. So there is the physical experience that I've had with my body that no one outside of me can know. There is the experience that I can show them. I can put this into a video format, but that in a way is also flat and you can't really get the full context through that. And then you also need the physical object to be able to see with your own eyes. And I think that, like, if we're going to learn anything about experiences from people, you need all of the available evidence to really empathize, and we can't just take what you see on social media as the experience and think that you know, or say that you've met someone in person and think that you know all about that. So I feel like this was a way to really hone back in on the original part of the piece, which was like really explaining my discomfort and somewhat joy. You know, like, I'm a performance artist, I do like to be seen, but it is a combination of those, so I feel like you had to have every piece in order to get the full picture of that. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
What attracted you to Inverde in particular? Why green?
I think, so with video, when I've been experimenting with it, I see it as this like really clean and clinical type of like presentation. And I think that looking back in history, I'm like, what seems like a language that is institutionalized and weaponized and, you know, wrought through education and used to kind of gatekeep things. And so I feel like using the Latin mixed with the English was a good way to show like a reclamation of things that we've been historically kept out of and bring that into a physical look on my body. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see in your footage that you have another person that is layering
Yes.
in the green.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, why are they wearing protection?
So the person actually laboring me is my sweet brother in the back. Shout out to him. I felt like I had to have something outside of me because it feels like the pressure that's put on your identity and the different circumstances that you go through come from the environment, they come from social institutions, they come from people. And so in this video, he's basically existing as a physical manifestation of institution. And in that way, they usually hide and mask themselves through surveillance and all of these other things. So I wanted to like completely obscure him so that for him, it's just business. But for me, it is a life experience. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah? What's up?
Can you tell me about the place that you chose? What was the history that you found about that?
Oh, yeah. So I do like to do like a little deep dive. I do a lot of site-specific work, so I really care about the history of the place. This is the Goat Farm Art Center, and this is right in the back 40, so it's like a giant area of like industrial decay mixed with like, if you listen to the video, you can hear the trains passing in the back. I think the infrastructure of this place was really important for me because originally it was the site of a cotton mill. So it did a lot of like, the same way technology now is like progress over like dam the means or whatever happens to the environment or societies. This was a place that was seen as a technological advancement that also advanced slavery. And then this place was then evolved into a munitions factory in World War II. So it's just like multiple iterations throughout history in which places and people are put under pressure and infrastructure is weaponized. And so I wanted to now, since the Goat Farm is like a cute little art space, just highlight that, make sure people know, you know, what it came from, why it's important that it is what it is today, and also put my stamp on it in green. So, thanks. Thank you.